Welcome back. We are moving on to our next topic, and that is lesson number 8. And this particular one, again, is just reviewing a topic you've already looked at in the first pod, and that topic is democracy. So let's get started. So when talking about democracy, it's important to understand where the word democracy came from. So when we look at the word democracy, it's actually broken into two words, demos and kratos. Demos means people, and kratos means power. So people plus power makes a democracy. So when we say kratos, or power, what power are we talking about that the people have? We're talking about their power to vote. And that is where the power for a democratic government comes from. It's from the people and their vote. So our topic goals or objectives for today include describing how Greece and Rome influenced U.S. democracy and comparing and contrasting direct and representative democracy. And our standards for today, 5.1 CA and 5.1 CB. And again, our essential questions, remember, you don't have to answer these with pen and paper, or you don't have to submit them, but you should be thinking about them and looking at the questions while you're reading and doing your activities to make it a little bit easier to understand our focus. So first, let's look at Greece and Rome. If you're not sure where these two places are located on a map, don't worry, we'll help you. So when it comes to Greece, the main place we're going to look at is Athens. Athens was a city-state in ancient Greece, whereas the Roman Republic is not just going to be one small city-state, but instead will cover almost all of the land surrounding the Mediterranean Sea. So two different ancient civilizations, two very different sizes of populations or sizes of people that they had to take care of. So first, let's talk about Athens in ancient Greece. In Athens, they used a system called direct democracy. Under a system of direct democracy, decisions are made by everyone, every single person in that community or in that city-state. So the way that a direct democracy works is every single person has the chance to voice their own opinion about an issue, meaning every person gets one vote on what to do, and then all of those votes are added up, and whichever one has the most is the one that wins. So in a direct democracy, when a decision needs to be made, all eligible citizens meet together to make that decision and vote. Now, one issue with a direct democracy is that it takes a really long time. Think about us here at Achievement House. We have over 1,000 students here. If we were working based on a direct democracy, we would need every single student of those 1,000 to vote in order to get anything done. So if someone doesn't vote, guess what? We can't pass any laws and we can't make any decisions. So direct democracy is a little bit difficult, especially when you have large populations. It's time consuming and is not the easiest. Now, when it comes to Rome, Rome had what we call a representative democracy. The representative democracy is different than a direct democracy in that the citizens aren't voting on the decisions or the laws themselves, but are rather voting for a representative or a person to represent them in that overall meeting, in that decision making. So the representative would then go on to speak for the citizens who picked him or her, and each representative would get one vote on what to do. So in other words, in a representative democracy, when a decision needs to be made, it's only the representatives who have been voted for that meet together to make that decision and vote. So you can already see that our country here in the U.S. uses both the ideals of ancient Greece and Rome. For ancient Greece, we know that we each have the ability to vote for different elections. However, these votes are not all added up to figure out who wins or what decision is made, but rather to elect a representative who would then make those decisions. So we've kind of taken the best of both ancient Greece and Rome and put them together to make the type of government we have here in the US. So, quick review. Direct democracy, decisions are made by every single person, every single citizen, regardless of their status, their position, their wealth, whatever it might be. Whereas a representative democracy, we are simply voting for people to represent us, for people to go and make the decisions for us so we don't have to vote on every single little thing ourselves. So let's look at another example. So here at Achievement House, we know that we have homerooms. Let's say that we need to pick a new design for a school t-shirt. And we need to figure out how we can discuss what new design to use and how we can vote on a new design to use. So if we were following a direct democracy, every student here at Achievement House, all 1,000 of us, would meet, discuss, and vote on the new t-shirt. That seems like it would take a whole heck of a lot of time. Now, if we were following a representative democracy here at Achievement House, then each homeroom would pick one student to represent the whole homeroom. That student would be the homeroom representative, and he or she would go, discuss, and vote based on the opinions of the other members of their homeroom. However, the other students in this homeroom, anybody who is not a representative, could not go to the meeting and they could not vote on those decisions. So again, a very quick review: direct democracy, decisions made by everyone. Everyone has a chance to vote based on their opinion about an issue, and everyone gets to vote on what to do. This is time consuming. Whereas a representative democracy, citizens vote for people to represent them, and then the representatives speak for the citizens, and the representatives get to vote on what to do. So, saving a screenshot of this page might be helpful for your next assignment, which is called Direct and Representative Democracy, so you might want to take a moment to do that. Once you're finished doing that, you can go on to do the activities for this lesson and then move on to our next topic.